Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for September 2018, and it's for you coming from Cancer. So let me shuffle my Kabbalistic tarot cards. And the first card that I'm going to pull will be for the first 15 days, and it's going to be all about your job. It's a very dark card. I don't like it, but it's a card that's why I pulled. So it says you are not secure at all in your job, and if you're going to ask for more money, you're not going to get it. If you're asking for more position, you're not going to get it, so don't bother. And it says any past mistakes that you have made are going to be brought up again. So there's an insecurity in the first 15 days regarding your job. Be very careful. The next card that I pull will be regarding your business. This is a much better card where business is concerned. I suppose you'll have more control than if you're working than a job. So in the area of business, it says, firstly, you cannot go to the maximum for profits. So don't invest in a way where you expect sure profits. Be careful, it says. Looking for new businesses, I would say don't do. But having an ongoing business, I would say if you want to expand, go right ahead. Go right ahead. There's some growth happening there. In terms of percentage, I would say this card will give you a 60% good percentage, that's all. Not enough to go climb mountains in business, no. General finances, let's pull a card and see what the general finances say. See for yourself, it's all entangled up. You are caught left, right and center, and you don't have money to spare. So your general finances in the first 15 days do not allow you to spend on new car and a new house and going for a holiday. That's not involved anymore. So tell yourself, hold on to your money because it's not looking very good in your general financial area. Now I'm going to shuffle these cards again and I'm going to talk to you about areas of romance. Let's see. This is for the first 15 days of September. And what does it say for your romance? Anything you say, anything you do, just catches fire. So don't say too much, don't do too much in your area of romance. Don't be the person who is provocative. Be the person who wants to get along with your ongoing romance partner. Because it's a card that says the ignition of fires will spread very fast, so a small little quarrel will end up very badly in the first 15 days where your romance is concerned. And if you find a new romance, this card shows that it's going to come loaded with complications of some kind. You're going to get a new romance of a person who has been a victim of some kind. And so you may have a very sad new romance partner. Well, you can be kind enough to accommodate that, or you may tell yourself, I don't want to inherit problems, it's all up to you. But be careful. I would say take your time if you find a new romance partner in the first 15 days. Don't get too carried away and find out what you want to do. This card I pulled now is for your marriage area. And your marriage area is all about what happened in the past. It says problems of the past are coming back to trouble you in the first 15 days. And they are just going on and on. So it's going to be a bit of a depressive first 15 days in your areas of marriage. So don't you be the one to bring up past issues and tell yourself in the first 15 days, I'll try to keep everything very happy and light. And if it's your partner who is bringing up all these sad stories and all this being humiliated and not treated well, try to help your marriage partner to get better. Otherwise, you'll find that your first 15 days can go and slip and go into a bad situation very fast. Let me pull one for your general family areas, which includes your parents and your siblings, your brothers and sisters. And well, the news here is that do not include other people into your marriage affairs or your romance partners. So that I think would include your siblings and your parents as well. Keep them away from it, they'll only complicate things. So So there you go. Now the next thing I'm going to do with this card is to give you your lucky dates. I'll talk to you later about your last 15 days. And your lucky dates for you coming from Cancer. Okay. Let me pull the card. And this is for the whole month of September. It's a very new card in the sense that there's a newness about it, a springness about it. So your lucky dates, I would say, because of this, would be the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, and the 29th. It's all about spring and new things. So the 2nd, 11th, 20th, 29th, whether to hunt for the new romance, whether to improve your romance, whether to improve the marriage, whether to go and speak to your bosses about your job, whether to enter new businesses, whether to see the bank manager, try and write these dates down and use them for your own benefit. Okay? Now I'm going to go to your lucky ages and shuffle these cards. Alright, your lucky ages that I'm going to use would be, if you happen to be the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or even 75, you're going to be lucky in one chapter or another. Is it the romance or the new one or the existing one? Is it the marriage? Is it the job? Is it the business? Or could be a few more things. So you're one very lucky person if you're of these ages. Go out and get what you want. Now I'm going to talk to you about health and pull, and this is for the month of September for you coming from Cancer. I can never remember that. Alright, what does this card say? It's got to do with your allergies. So you're going to get some allergies, it says. Could it be skin? Could be with sinus? Could it be your eyes? Could it be your stomach? So be careful about allergies. And something serious, it says, it's got to be something to do with your blood. Is it the blood pressure, or is it something else to do with your blood? Just go and have a blood pressure check, or have a blood test for something or another that you feel that you want to do a blood test for. This is what I would translate this card for. Now I'm going to go to your last 15 days for you coming from Cancer. And this is the card that's going to talk about your job area in the last 15 days. And this, I have to say, is a terrible, terrible card. It's darkness. It's not enough energy here to look for a new job. Not enough energy here to even do something for your ongoing job. You have to be very careful, because the signals on this card show that money is an issue. And so if you lose your job, money would be an issue. So be very cautious. Don't demand anything, it says, in the last 15 days from your superiors. And avoid any kinds of argument. So everything you are waiting for regarding a job is very far away. So you might as well just put all your energy in the job you had rather than dreaming of a new job. And I suppose even if you find a new job, it won't be the best possibility for you. Now this is the card I've pulled to talk about your business if you're a business person. And it doesn't say very good things. It says that many hurdles and obstacles are seen. And to make it worse, some kind of a past problem is approaching you in business as well. So watch out that you are not running foul of the law or some government department. And it also says that unexpected issues are going to develop in these last 15 days where your business is concerned. And so it's going to be a very problematic last 15 days for you in business. General finance areas. Your general finance areas in the last 15 days are all entangled up. You don't have money to spare. And there's no possibility for you to even attract more money. What a depressing card this is. So it talks all about finances, and so you are going to be short of finances. So you can't afford to splurge on a new car, on a new house, on holidays. Definitely not in the last 15 days. And general financial areas, let's see what happens. They are very far away from you, the general financial areas possibilities. So you'll have to cope very severely in the last 15 days, very unhappily. Now, the next I'm going to pull the cards would be for your romance in the last 15 days. And let's see what happens. Well, the good news is that you're going to find a new romance, and the bad news is that it's going to be a very troublesome one. So of course you're going to grab it because you were looking for that romance and it came your ways, and you grab it with both arms. But tell yourself that that romance in your last 15 days is going to get into a very difficult pickle with you. It's not going to produce much happiness. So think about it. And if you find a new romance in the last 15 days, I would say look behind the scenes first, because it comes with a lot of anger, with a lot of arrogance as well. Well, let's pull the next card about your marriage in the last 15 days. And there is deception and there is deceit. That's a very dangerous thing for me to say, but I'll have to say that you'll have to square things up with your marriage partner and get the truth going. Because this card says in the last 15 days, the situations for you are extremely bad. There is depression, there is unhappiness. And it's a card that's looking for solutions, but there are undercurrents there. And so the secrecy of it is all the worry. So make sure that none of your secrets are going to be exposed. And if some of them are exposed from your marriage partner, try to weigh them. If they're not too bad, never mind. So it's a very difficult card. And let me pull one just for the general family area, which includes parents, siblings, and children. It's not a bad card, but it says that there's one troublemaker somewhere. So could be trouble is coming from siblings, from parents, from children, from your partner. So there's some problem coming in your last 15 days which you'll have to square up with. So there's a lot of tension in your last 15 days in all areas of your life. So you have to be very cautious. Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about your next 7 or 8 years. And this is going to be based on your date of birth and your time of birth and looking at your palms. And I'll face read you while I Skype with you as well, or Facebook camera. And so we are going to have a very intense 90 minutes, all areas of your life, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. I'm going to give you a lot of information. I'm going to give you your lucky lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, and your palms. And I'm going to give you a lot of information regarding your lucky directions, your lucky colors, a lot of information about your lucky days. And so with all this information, you're going to get your next 7 or 8 years very right. And if there are things to warn you about, I will. If there are things to tell you to go for the sky is the limit, I will. And so go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me an email and get in touch with me and get your next 7 or 8 years as right as possible, all for just a little USD 50. How good is that? Well, I look forward to hearing from you, and until then, thank you and good luck. Bye.